all the diverse information that is available on business rights. And we are hoping to prepare a kind of a draft of a PIL. But let me tell you, we will not take a step until we have proper consensus. It is just putting together all the material to do a PIL in this country on business rights and business reform. But then we'll go through an extensive consultation. We may do one, we may break it up into 10. We don't know. But I'd ask them to say a few words and then.
Yeah, just a brief. I am Pooja and I'm working with Colin to, as he said, put together a public interest litigation on the issue of prisons in general, which is a tall order. It's a huge project. But what we plan to do is dissect the topic into several small PILs and put it to the Supreme Court. Let's see what. Colin is very, very sure and very positive that we will get sweeping directives from the court. What I've gathered so far is just based on newspaper clippings and data from NCRB. So it's very little information. I mean, there's a lot of data. There's a lot of numbers. Numbers speak volumes of the problems we're facing in prison. But it's limited. It's also not very recent. It's 2011 data. That's the most recent that we have from the government. But I believe that we have a huge pool of resources among all of us here. And we can draw from everyone with their resources, with the networks that they have, and maybe help me put together relevant current data on the number of under trials in each state, especially for the number of under trials who are eligible for release under 456, 456A. And then again, there's just a host of issues that we can put together in the form of PIL. But I have spoken to some of you. I've spoken to people from Amnesty. They're working in Karnataka, and I'm hoping to get some information from them in terms of numbers. They are planning to start visiting prisons in Karnataka and getting access to some of their data. So hopefully I get some information from Karnataka. I've spoken to Ms. Devrani here. She says that she can get access to heaps of information from Jehanabad on under trials, especially those who are eligible for release under 456 and I've spoken very briefly with Shalini, who is here from Chhattisgarh. I'm yet to speak with the rest of you. So I've taken down the contact numbers from HRL and from Shashwati and get in touch with you. I request you to help me put together a draft which can then be divided and segmented into various PILs or just letters to Supreme Court that we draw attention to the problems of undertrial prisoners in India. I mean, I'm making a request. I will get in touch with every one of you. And maybe that could be a step closer to creating a group of lawyers, creating one group, one organization of human rights activists and organizations present here who can then share information amongst us. As Ajay and Sana pointed out, this is a great platform to come together, share your stories, share your experiences, share data, because I need information, I need numbers from each one of you from different states so that we can put together something which is shocking and true. I guess if you put together something that speaks of numbers, the numbers in jails, the people that are languishing, it will fetch a lot of reform, the change that is necessary. And it will definitely prompt the Supreme Court to take some action. We have executive orders. In 2009, we had the national scheme by Law Minister Borini. And then just recently, as Gayatri pointed out, in February February 2013, the center issued orders to all the states where they have to come up with a list with press summaries on the number of under trials that are in jails, especially those who are eligible for release under 446A. They said that the list should be prepared within a month. It's April now. A month is over. We need to find out what happened to that directive. How many states have even bothered to take notice of the directive and act on it? These are things that I'll follow up on my end, and we will do it with the network of HRLM. So I hope that I get support from you all on that.
Thank you very much. Can I say that the result of this meeting is that we have a network of prison rights activists? Can I say a thing like that? Will I be out of line if I said that? And then this is the current coordinating body of this network, so that we take all decisions collectively, and we don't go off and make mistakes and do things collectively. Would that be a tentative kind of, subject to your ratification by your organizations? Say that a loose network and coordinated by these persons. Think about it anyway. This is the idea. We'll talk to you all personally, and if it's possible, then we'll have a network in place and we'll have a coordination.
No, think about it. Do it. You please decide now. I think you need a best person, but you are too much coordinating on it. No, coordination is okay, but someone should be responsible. My only point is, you pick one person from your organization who is